Hello everyone and welcome to Red Hot Go, the show where I give my first impressions on a show, movie or game recommended by you. This time by recommendation of my wonderful patron Data52, as well as Fish Eyes and Alex Funny Act, I will be giving Quintessential Quintuplets a Red Hot Go. My very first thought when watching this show was, I am going to love this main character. And I was right. Futaro is introduced explaining how he gets the best deal for 200 yen at his school cafeteria, and I'll be damned if that's not the most interesting way I have ever seen a protagonist introduced. Not only do I know from that moment that he is frugal, but that he is analytical, that he puts a great deal of thought into even the most mundane aspects of his life. That is excellent characterization, and it was all done over an inner monologue about rice. In fact, there's a lot I like about Futaro. He's expressive, he puts a great deal of effort into the things he does, and he even straight up acts petty in that first scene, which was so fun to watch. However, when the OP played for the first time, I got a bad feeling. Like a pit had formed in the very depths of my stomach and was eating away at all that I was. As this dread washed over my very being, 6 words echoed throughout my mind. Please don't be a harem anime. But by the time Ichika was introduced without any clothes on, I had lost all hope. Yes, this is a capital H harem anime, and it comes with all the rubbish that harem anime is usually filled to the brim with. By the end of the 3rd episode, only one of the 5 sisters has a crush on the main character. But the show begins with a framing device of Futaro reminiscing about the day he first met the woman he is getting married to, which is one of the quintuplets, so it's clearly going for a bachelor-style which one will he choose narrative. The one thing that bothers me the most is just how generic this show starts out. Each of the sisters is an archetype that you've probably seen 100 times before. They play out all the kinds of situations that you've probably seen 100 times before, and it's all played completely straight. There's a moment in episode 2 where Miku asks Futaro to meet her on the roof, and he thinks she is going to ask him out. I called out what the misunderstanding was as soon as he read the note, but the show persisted with this bait and switch as though it was some iconic master twist in the narrative. There was a hint in episode 2 that Futaro is eventually going to convince all the sisters to study by luring them in with topics they are passionate about, which would be pretty fun to watch. While he did discover Miku's passion by accident, watching him learn about the topic to use it as bribery was kind of fun. And I would love to see a show where he tries to investigate what the other sisters are interested in, or how he can make studying more engaging for them. Episode 3 drops this narrative altogether for more harem garbage, and the episode feels drawn out as a result. In the end, I can't help but have a grudging respect for Quintessential Quintuplets. It knows exactly what it wants to be, and goes for it without pretending that there's anything more to it. While I can respect such dedication to one's vision, it is not a vision that I resonate with in the slightest. From ice cold to red hot, only for the potential the show has to be interesting, I give Quintessential Quintuplets a rating of chilly. It's got 1 or 2 more episodes to hook me with its overarching premise, or I will be taking my leave. And that is it for this episode of Red Hot Go. I'd like to thank my patrons, Orion Tran, Quincy Chamberlain, Jamman5, Lars Espen, Shark, Data52, Nerxu, Pigs Caliber, and Alberto Cruz. If you would like to support the channel further, why not become a patron yourself? Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.